everyone, and welcome back. Or welcome. Either way, welcome. Today, I will be discussing favor, not luck. When God builds the house. And here's part 1. Favor is not luck. It is alignment. And here's a scripture. He who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. And this is Proverbs chapter 18, verse 22. And here's the spiritual meaning. The text does not say, he who finds a woman. It says, he who finds a wife. A wife is not just a person. A wife is a prepared covenant partner. Favor is not released at attraction. Favor is released at alignment. Luck may produce opportunity, but favor produces sustainability. Luck is circumstantial. Favor is covenantal. And Scripture clarifies where favor comes from. My help comes from the Lord, who made heaven and earth. This is Psalm chapter 121, verses 1 through 2. Favor is not man-made momentum. It is divine backing. And here's the psychological meaning. Before a covenant, people mistake chemistry for compatibility, attraction for alignment, excitement for readiness. Finding a wife psychologically implies discernment, maturity, the ability to recognize wholeness. If a man is still fragmented internally, he cannot recognize covenant externally. And if a woman is not whole within herself, she cannot stand as a good thing without collapsing under projection. Favor enters when two whole people meet, not when two incomplete people cling. Part 2. God builds from the bottom up. And here's a scripture. Except the Lord build the house, they labor in vain that build it. And that's Psalm chapter 127, verse 1. God does not build from image downward. He builds from foundation upward. In Ruth's story, order preceded covenant. Humility preceded harvest. Character preceded covering. Boaz did not rush. Ruth did not demand. Alignment unfolded. And Scripture affirms, he makes everything beautiful in his time. And that's Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 11. God's beauty is revealed in timing, not urgency. And here's the psychological meaning. Most relationships fail because they are built from attraction downward. from need downward, from fear of loneliness downward. But secure attachment requires identity before intimacy, purpose before partnership, wholeness before merging. When two people are individually stable, they do not collapse into each other. They stand beside each other. God builds from the bottom up because what is built slowly can bear weight. Part 3. The two are better than one when God is the third strand. And here's the scripture. Two are better than one. A cord of 3 strands is not quickly broken. And that is Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verses 9 through 12. For where 2 or 3 gather in my name, there I am with them. And that's Matthew chapter 18, verse 20. Marriage is not just agreement between two. It is agreement under God. Touching and agreeing is not about control. It is about unified faith. When a man takes a woman's hand in marriage, he is not claiming possession. He is offering presence. He offers himself as Son of God, as leader, as friend, as confidant. And she offers herself as daughter of God, as leader, as friend, as confidant. Not halves, wholeness. And here's the psychological meaning. Healthy marriage is not dependency. It is interdependence. Two people agreeing in covenant means shared values, shared responsibility, shared spiritual posture. If either partner invites chaos into the house, the door opens. Like a house key, no one can trespass unless one of the key holders allows it. Boundaries are not distrust. They are stewardship. Part 4. The Rooftop Covenant, Rahab's Agreement. And here's the scripture. Joshua chapter 2, verses 8 through 21. Rahab made an agreement with the Israelites. It was intentional. It was specific. It required obedience. A scarlet cord marked protection. Covenant always has visible evidence. Marriage too is marked, not merely by rings, but by behavior. And here's the psychological meaning. Agreements must be explicit. Unspoken expectations destroy more marriages than betrayal. When two people clearly agree what they protect, what they permit, what they prioritize. They strengthen the structure. Ambiguity invites erosion. Clarity invites security. And here's part 5. Guard what God took time to build. God builds slowly, which means what he builds is precious, and anything precious must be guarded. Not with paranoia, but with reverence. Guard your tone, your loyalty, your private conversations, your internal narratives about each other. Because words can trespass before people do. Part 6. Live like today matters, because it does. Covenant is not sustained by vows alone. It is sustained by daily presence. Until death do us part is not maintained by future promises. It is maintained by today's attention. Living like today matters means resolve conflicts before resentment hardens. Express gratitude before familiarity numbs. Protect joy before routine erodes it. A house stands because it is maintained, not because it was built once. Part 7, the closing charge. Luck runs out. Favor remains. Favor rests where order precedes covenant. Wholeness precedes merging. Agreement precedes advancement. May this stir something within you. Not desperation for partnership, but alignment and purpose. So that when you build from foundation. And when you agree in truth. And when you love from wholeness, not lack. Because God makes everything beautiful in His time. And what He builds, it stands. Yeah. And that's all I have. Yeah. But I'm gonna go ahead and get on out of here, And I pray that you all found something within this, or something touched your heart. If not, something for later. Because not everyone is on the same timeline. And if not, share it with a friend. Yeah. Because even that is beautiful and considerate and an act of love. Yeah. Because even if you don't want it for yourself, dispense it to a friend who wants it as an act of pure, intentional love. But you all stay curious, stay sovereign, stay educated so you can stay elevated. Yeah. and I will be here later. I hope you got some out of this. Later.